Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play StarCon2, the Urquan Masters. I'm Kamchak Fisco. Come join me for an old-school adventure. Now, we just need to head to the next destination, which is the StarCon2 Homeworld. Alpha to Canaan, away we go! We should probably actually stop by home and, finish unifying the Alliance on our way, just in case. You always want to stop by the Zokfot Pick every once in a while, because every month or so, every couple of months, they need help, because they're being attacked by more of the Urquan or the Koral. So you have to constantly be a big brother to help them out if you want them to stay alive and part of the Alliance. So, important note. Home sweet home. Well, not our home. Our home was invaded by the Urquan, and that's under a slave shield. Although this is where we park our port. This is our port of harbor. This is where we dock.
Ah, Captain, I'm glad you're back.
How do we not have an alliance with Pekunk yet? What the heck's going on?
Blow up an Urquan for me, Captain.
You got it, Commander. Something's up. Let me figure this out. Alright, we are heading to, visit the Zokfot Pick to help him out, but now that we actually have the ores as an alliance, I want to make a quick stop at Delta Vipeculae, because I remember there's an artifact there that we need to get that's really important to our quest. So we are going to go check it out. If I remember correctly, it's at the Gas Giant? Woo! Woo! There we go. Was, the yellow one? The green one. Hold on. Okay, it's not this one. Must be the other one.
Happy pieces! I am squirting nice colors.
Yay?
Why? The reason.
The reason.
Camper friends have come to Talo Playground.
Talo
Why
Playground?
are you coming to this?
Why are you here at this planet?
I will tell. This is Talo Playground. Do you know?
I do now.
Talo is not anymore the heavy space. They are not here. To play with Talo, ores must spread into pretty space. There are so many good places for this here. Ores are happy. Of course, you do not know Talo. You are campers. You cannot go into pretty space. Too bad.
So the Talo are somehow in another dimension that the ores can access, but heavy space, I guess, is our dimension? What do you mean by playground? Can you explain some more?
Yes. You say words, then I say.
That's how communication works.
It is fun in between. More fun than dancing. Many gravity centers in heavy space make good party places. This is why we like the new town. So many campers, and then what? Even the playground. Such a surprise. At this playground, Talo are making time jokes. It is too funny for the ores. Talo are in heavy space, and next what? They spread to pretty space because Denari are chasing them.
Denari.
Now, Denari are sleeping, so ores can chase them.
Okay.
Then we can have a party. They are even better campers than you. Do not feeling bad. You are good enough campers, but not yet.
So happy campers, is that just a general term for people in our dimension? Partying, if I remember correctly, means fighting. And dancing is when they go out in their little attack power suits and attack opposing vessels. That's the special attack for their ships. Would you mind if we did a bit exploring on the planet's surface?
You are asked if ores are upset. Ores are not upset. You are happy campers. Certainly, you are only slow-time walkers. It is not fun on the surface in slow time. If you want to go, that is okay.
Slow time walkers, does that mean present? Not the past or the future, but present existence? We really only care about the one thing, the energy signature. Pretty sure there's no biologicals, so let's go ahead and dispatch and get the energy signature. Their language is interesting to decipher, to say the least. Report from the surface. Captain, we found an unusual glowing rock thing here on the surface. When we first noticed it, we thought it was a natural fluorescing igneous dike. But upon closer observation, we can only conclude that this object is artificial in origin, Taelo design. Those guys sure built it to last. Simple radiometrics show an age of in excess of 20,000 years. Regardless of how old it is, it continues to radiate energy all up and down the EMR spectrum, with a concentration of emissions in the red-infrared range. Even though it weighs a ton, we will definitely lug this puppy up to the ship. One last comment before I sign off. Ensign Hodgins and Witherspoon have both reported extreme headaches and mental disarray whenever they approach the Taelo device. None of the rest of us have any problems, so either the ensigns are just being babies, or the Taelo device produces some kind of shield that affects only certain people's minds. Maybe the scientists back at Starbase can tell us more. Certainly good to know. So we got to pick up a fancy new device. We have no idea what the hell it is, other than it affects some people's brains. So it's time to get our butts back on track to go over to the Zokvat Pick Homeworld, make sure they're okay. Then we're going to be heading up to the right, which you can probably see my mouse this time. We're going to be going up here, because that's where Delta Linkus is. So, then we're going to be heading back. So, yeah, let's go. Okay, so here we are in Delta Linkus. If I remember correctly, it's the first planet where the life form is, and we got to be real careful, because this is going to get ugly. This thing is a nasty critter. The water world, so we should have, we're not worried about that, we're worried about life forms. There should be a lot more than just him, but we're going to know who he is when we get down there, because he moves fast! Oh dear, that's him, that's him, that's him! Crap! Alright, so we gotta try to get some shots in. Oh, got it! Report from the surface. We finally trapped the hideous beast which has been so hard to capture these past few days. I swear we emptied the stun batteries into that thing over a dozen times before it even slowed down. A few more shots into its barbed head and it went down. We only had a few seconds to get it into the magnetic constraints before it started thrashing around again. Even as I make this report, that damn monster is shrieking like a steam engine and trying to tear its way free. I hope we know what we're doing. Bringing that thing aboard. If it gets free inside the ship, Captain, well, I just don't want to think about it. Returning to the ship. Yeah, as much as there's other life forms here, we weren't here for that purpose, so we're going to go ahead and bolt. So, yeah. I actually didn't go to the homeworld of the Zokvat Pick, because so far, they haven't sent a distress call, so we should be okay. I do, however, remember we were going to go check out, what was it? The Corvi system. So since we're this high up, we'll go ahead and cut over and check it out, and see if we can't find out what the hell's going on with these probes. Although, wait, if I remember correctly, there's something... There it is, Alpha Pavinus. We need to go here first, then we'll go back up. I know it's going out of our way, but we really need what's on that planet. It'll make our lives a lot easier, and it'll make our trips a lot shorter. And we've got a probe, Sly Landrum probe right up our butts, so yeah. This is gonna go well. Alright, we're here, so let's see, which planet was it supposed to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, whoa! 4, 5, 6, 7, which would be the outer ring, which would put it at... where? Ah, the blue planet over there, got it. Okay, so if I remember correctly, it's the 7th ring. Let's see, yeah, it's the blue planet that's right over there. As long as we don't zoom in again, it's the one right where I'm pointed. Maybe, got it. Okay. Yep, planet 7. This should be it. It was a blue world. Lots of noble minerals, but we don't have room for cargo, so we're not worried about it. There's life forms, but we're here for the energy signature. Let's go check it out. It's a crashed Urquan ship. Report from the surface. Captain, we've located the wreck of an Urquan dreadnought. The fact that there's anything but a hole in the ground indicates that the vehicle has some engine power left to soften its crash. Most of the dreadnought is just so much alien junk. We've made hollows of everything, but I don't think it'll be of much use to anyone for those egghead xenotechs back at the base. We found one piece of equipment which is relatively intact. It's a huge hyperspace warp pod. The starboard unit, I think. We'll bring it aboard. So we got one of the dreadnought's warp drives, basically. So, next stop, we gotta head up to the Corvi planet, Beta Corvi, because that was in line from what the Zokfot Pick was saying about the Origins transmission of the probe droid. So we need to investigate what's going on with the Sly Landrum probe, which is right up our butts. Speak of the devil. Here we go. Time to get down to the root of the problem. Now, you'd think it'd be the green planet at the center, because so far everything we found has been on a planet. This species is on the gas giant. So, yeah.
Hello, visitor. We are the Sly Landrum. I am content to hover, a Sly Landrum speaker. Your presence here fills us with excitement. We have gotten so few visitors over these many drawn. We hope you can stay to talk with us for a time.
Sure, why not? Pardon me, but who exactly are you again?
We are the Sly Landrum, a race of kind, curious, gas-bag people.
What are those glowing bits inside of you?
Oh my! I forgot! You creatures see in the visual range, and can see our... we can't see them. What I mean to say is, they are... we use them when the male and the female... Well, look, I'd rather if you didn't ask about them, okay? Especially not in front of Soul and Plummet. She's shy.
As messed up as this dialogue is, I am going to do it. I said, what are those glowing things inside of you?
Great. Now you've done it. Just look at Soul and Plummet. You've embarrassed her so badly that she can't even regulate her ballast.
I'm sorry I asked you about your glowy bits.
That's okay. Actually, your explicit questions have put Soul and Plummet in an unusual and intriguing mood. I will explore this change more fully when this conversation is over.
I didn't need to know that. Sounds interesting. Tell me more about your species.
Certainly, provided you share with us similar information.
Sure.
What would you like to know?
Tell us about your home, this gas giant.
Our planet, which we call Source, has no solid surface as yours likely does. Our world is the 500-kilometer band of atmosphere in which we can survive. Below this are the depths, a dark, hostile region, which grows increasingly darker and more hostile the farther one goes. A typical feat of courage for Sly Landrum juveniles is to sink far enough into the depths so that the juvenile's gas bag is almost ruptured by the pressure.
Damn.
The tissue scars left by the trip last many rotations and are thought to attract comely mates.
Right.
Above our world is void. When we travel up too far into void, we grow giddy and behave inappropriately.
So it's like getting drunk. Okay. What can you tell us about your culture?
We have an egalitarian society here. All are equal. Of course, that doesn't stop some people from being stupid fools or jerks.
Yeah.
But on a world as huge as Source, where there are no barriers to restrict your travel, if someone is bothering you, you simply go somewhere else.
That works.
As you might have guessed, we have no physical technology. In our long history, several of our people have tried to work with objects, constructing weapons and other tools from the carcasses of dead beasts. But eventually, whatever it was they were building got too heavy and dragged them down to the depths.
Yeah, I can understand that. What about your history?
Since we possess no technology, we have no permanent way to record the passing of events.
That could be a problem.
Instead, we use the history chants, long songs whose rhythms and patterns help prevent the introduction of error into the record. When the Shaggy Ones first arrived over 41 drawns ago, we had no words for aliens or ships, for stars or planets. Our skies are an opaque swirl of colors. We knew nothing of the universe outside Source. The Shaggy Ones taught us most of the new words, and after they departed, we remembered them for the many long drawn, until ships from the sentient milieu arrived.
Tell us about your biology.
Our world, which we call Source, has been home to our species for many thousands of drawn. We evolved from simpler, unimodular beings who thrive in atmospheric convection cells. At first, we were little more than mindless consumers who glided at the edge of wind walls, straying the air for small animalcules. But even then, we were social creatures who invented language so that we could better cooperate when herding food into dense concentrations.
Interesting.
There are many hundreds of species here in Source, producers, consumers, hunters, and parasites, but so far, we are the only species here to achieve intelligence.
Interesting. Thank you, that's sufficient for now.
My pleasure. Now let's talk about you and your peoples.
Sure. My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoy them. So you all take care of yourselves, and if you want to see more of me, queue up a video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below. Please remember to take that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everyone.